Welcome to LOBEcast. Today we have a special one for you. Again, we're going to kind of go off of last week's post for the Colts and Dolphins. Another great week for Colts and Dolphins, which is the majority of our league is Colts and Dolphins fans. I know, wild combination, but that's what LOBE's here for you to do. We're here to give you like a little bit of a different uh, show than what you're used to. I hope you hit the like and subscribe and stay with us for some more. This topic is Colts right now. What is going on in Colts world over there, Isaac?
I'm loving it, but I don't think it's gonna last. It it was a shot in the arm for the team, but they got the Eagles coming into town. They're gonna be playing pissed. They just lost to Washington at home. Ah, I mean, I would love, and maybe Matt Ryan goes fucking berserk. Maybe I shouldn't cuss. Maybe he goes berserk. I don't know, but if if they can ride that victory. If they can ride that victory that they got, air in Las Vegas, I think it's anything's possible.
Ryan,
I don't know.
what's your
What do you think, Ryan?
thoughts going into this week?
And as far as this week, oh, we're about to get hammered on. We ain't got no chance. We're -10 underdogs right now to Philadelphia. So as much as this past week was fun, it was fun to watch. It looked like a team that was actually cohesive and wanted to play for a win. Actually saw some effort out of everybody, so that was cool to see. But the Eagles, excited. They're coming off a hard loss, and I don't just don't see us being able to take out a team that's
No,
only been once.
nope. I don't. I don't see it either. But
For the foreseeable future, beyond that, not that our schedule's like patty cake or anything, but I feel like this team is much better now than it was
yeah,
just last week.
if only we still had the Titans. If we had another Titans matchup to go in this season, you might. I might be a little bit more optimistic. But I mean, the Colts have to literally win out to even have a chance of the playoffs, and I don't see that happening.
Playoffs.
Playoffs. Yeah, I unfortunately I just don't see it happening, and I
Yeah.
wish that were the case, but I think they kept Reich a little bit too long, and they'd never addressed the quarterback issue. I mean, when they should have. After Luck left, they should have addressed that immediately, but then they decided to draft a right guard in the first round instead of drafting a quarterback in the first round. So take what you will, but I don't think the priorities were very straight.
Yeah, I agree. Like we're not front office isn't doing the best of job right now, and the rest of the way we got to play the Steelers. In 2 weeks we play the Cowboys, then we play the Vikings, we play the Chargers, the Giants, and then we play the Texans. So it's rough. We're probably not winning the majority of those games.
No, I think the most winnable out of that would be the Steelers and maybe the Cowboys.
Like what TJ Watt's gonna put Matt Ryan on his back at least twice.
If the O line plays like it did in Oakland, I mean, they did have to play an elite pass rusher in Max Crosby,
It's
and
true.
Max Crosby is an elite pass rusher, and they, for the most part, shut him down except for a few plays,
This is
and
true.
they did play a lot better.
Van.
But if I am going to be optimistic about this Colts team, because I am still very very down on this team. They have to, if they win against the Eagles in fashion, I might actually my ears might go up a little bit, but ah, I just don't know.
For us to make the playoffs, right? We need to have at least 5 more wins
Yep.
minimum, right? Okay,
And
so
the
that means
Titans, yeah,
out of these teams, we got to beat 5 of them. So let's say we beat the Steelers. Okay, we beat the Texans at the end of the year. Cool. Beat the Chargers, maybe. Then Of these four, who can we beat? The Giants, the Vikings, the Eagles, the Cowboys. Got to beat two of those teams.
Eagles, Cowboys, or not Eagles, Cowboys and Giants.
Probably.
Those are the two. Those are the two
That
games.
just it's not happening. There's just no way. See how it's winnable, but
Yeah. I mean,
it'd be so hard. It would take GAT having 25 carries, all
oh
efficient,
my God.
and just racking up rushing yards. That's what it would have to be.
I don't like throwing hot takes out there, but this, if Saturday, I mean, with, recency bias going on, but if Saturday can somehow get the team to believe and buy in, don't be surprised if you see the Colts in January. I mean,
I will be shocked.
Could you
if
guys
he
beat
can,
the Commies? Could you guys beat the Commanders?
they already lost to the Commanders.
The answer to that was no.
Yeah.
But could
No.
you beat them with Saturday?
Yes.
Agree to that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys got a chance. I might put some money on the Colts to beat the Eagles.
Crazy
Take the
stuff.
points. I think it'll be
Crazy
closer than 10.
stuff happens. Crazy stuff happens in the NFL.
I think
But
it'll be closer than 10.
I just don't see how a team that has tied already with a team and is 4-5, under 500, and we're already way past halfway the season. Man.
You see JT? He looks back. He was looking like a graceful goddess on the field. Little.
Here's another thing I don't like about. Here's the thing I don't like about Philly too. That coaching staff knows Frank Reich's playbook. I don't think we all of a sudden changed our offense in 1 week. They're going to know what kind of schemes we're running.
I think the schemes changed. The playbook stayed the same, but the schemes changed. The situational awareness changed because. Do you think Frank Reich is going to quarterback sneak with Matt Ryan on the 1 yard line? No, he's going to take a shotgun snap to
the play
JT.
calling's definitely different. I'm just saying how we block stuff, where we're coming from, the angles we're trying to get. Their fucking defensive line's going to know that inside and out. I don't think it's going to be a nice day for us on the line at all. Which means Matt Ryan's going to go back to making terrible decisions.
Oh God! Because other than one play, he looked really good yesterday. Like he looked like Atlanta.
He didn't get touched, dude. He was clean.
Quarterback. Yeah,
clean most of that game.
Yeah, I don't think the Colts are gonna be able to score any points
against Philly.
After
Philly's
after
gonna come out
Heineke,
hot.
yeah. AJ Brown's gonna have a day.
The Commanders did give away their secret, so they are coming off a Monday night, so they got one less day to rest, and they got exposed that you just run the ball and don't let them have the ball at all and beat them.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you do it, but I don't know. I don't have any faith in our team. It was great seeing what I saw.
This team is so weird.
It 1 week at a time, and if it's great, cool. If it's not, it's just not going to be. Me and Cruz were talking about this on the last one we did. Our team, to me, is what the Dolphins have been for the last fucking 7, 8, a decade, ever since Cruz ever fan. That is literally our season now.
Is this rock bottom then? Like, is this the first year?
No,
it was rock bottom.
Curtis Painter was rock bottom.
That
was rock
bottom. The rebuild.
No. This year is not a rebuild. I don't think.
Team's not rebuilt. It's a quarterback away, as it's been for fucking 3 years.
It's ever since Rivers left, because Rivers was actually, if Rivers stayed another year with the Colts, I think the Colts would have been better than with Wentz. Honestly, yeah.
I agree with that.
But yeah, they are.
Should have made a deal with the devil, Tom Brady.
They are one athletic quarterback away from getting over that top and getting a better coaching staff. You know, why the hell is Quentin Nelson making $20 million and not blocking on the goal line for during a quarterback sneak? That's just, come on. That's
he got
stupid.
the bag, son. He got the
bag. I mean, it doesn't take an NFL expert to understand that if you have a a generational right guard, you don't run shotgun on the 1 yard line. That's just stupid. Like you just don't do that. That doesn't make any damn sense.
You do if you
It's
play
just a lot, yeah, a lot of miscues that has gone into this season.
You mean Madden told you?
But somehow this team beat Patrick Mahomes in Indy. I don't know how. I I don't know how, but they somehow beat Mahomes in Indy, and that's a miracle.
Every team has their off week. We caught
Oh my god!
off week. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really all I gotta say about our team.
Yeah,
like,
that's
win, but I don't expect much.
Yeah, I mean, if Jeff Saturday proves the haters wrong, I'm all for it. If he makes if he makes that idiot at CBS eat his own words, I love it because I didn't like what that Howard said at all. I mean that
Or Joe Thomas.
well, yeah, I didn't like that at all. Like, dude, come on. I understand he has never coached in collegiate or NFL, but everyone deserves a shot, you know. So
It's not like the owner asked him, and he
no,
loves the Colts, and he'll do anything for us. So I understand. I would take the
yeah.
job too. It's on the honoring of you need my help. Okay.
I mean, it's not like they picked some guy off the street in Indianapolis that here take the reins of the Colts. Like the man has history with the Colts. Like it's not,
We're stealing play calls from Peyton Manning. There's a video of him telling Jeff to shut the f up.
Yeah. Man is the man, and I liked his press conference. Jeff Saturday has seen greatness, and he knows what that is. And I think he can bring that to the table. And
Not every head coach has to be a play caller and a schemer.
maybe
Head coaches are just figureheads, and they're great at it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that goes into being a head coach, but I think a lot of it is bringing that whole. I mean, it's not just the players, but it's everyone in that building together. And a head coach, that's a huge part of his job is making sure everyone's on the same page.
Yep.
And maybe not so. I mean, we've clearly seen that Frank Reich is the worst play caller in NFL history, probably. Situational play calling, just
he had
terrible.
some good seasons of play calling in his career.
I mean, yeah, but my God, what did we see this year and last year? It's just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like analytics.
He did make JT awesome though. JT had some fucking good runs.
Yeah, I mean, there's analytics and there's common sense, right? I mean, sometimes those two don't match up, and he depended too much on the analytic team instead of just depending on what is your gut feeling on what you should do. Should you run shotgun on the 1 yard line, or should you run a quarterback sneak on the 1 yard line? Like don't get too fancy with it.
So I'd like to get your take before we get off here on the Paris Campbell versus Michael Pittman.
Paris Campbell's 100% better. 100%. 100% better.
Really?
He has the breakaway speed. I mean, he hasn't turned the ball over.
Out there, doesn't he?
I
was getting TY vibes this whole past week. I was like, dude, this feels
Paris
TY
Campbell.
Yes.
He's finally found his footing in this league. Knock on wood, he hasn't had any problems with injuries yet. Yeah, this is the Paris Campbell we were promised when we drafted him, and that's fucking awesome. I love it.
It's basically a couple of games, but hope it keeps going. I feel bad for my fantasy team because I drafted Pittman pretty high. If this means Andy's got a brighter future at receiver,
now in a PPR league, like he's a stud, but Loeb really isn't because we only get half a point for receptions, I think, in Loeb. Yeah, so he's not as valuable. He's not as valuable. But
especially
now
round pick
in our work league, we get a point per possession. He puts up insane numbers in my work league, but
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like I was saying, this is how I feel about them. They're just I'm hoping for wins. I'm hoping they make
Oh.
some fun games. I have no
Yeah.
expectations for playoffs.
Yeah. If they put something together and they knock off somehow the rest of the season, they don't lose, I'm all for it. But you shouldn't have dropped 2 games against the fucking Titans and dropped one against Jacksonville. That's all I'm saying. You can't do that.
That pretty much wraps up Colts talk for me. What about the
Yep.
Miami Dolphins, Cruz?
Miami. They're
Well,
fun.
Miami's gonna be pretty quick. I tell you what, we just been enjoying ourselves. It's easy.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy living in Miami. You know, you go down to Miami, and I don't even live close to Miami, but I already know what it's like. You see in Miami colors. You're seeing people wearing dolphin hats. You're seeing big old dolphin heads. You gotta love it out there in
We're
Miami.
talking Super Bowl.
It's, you probably see people dressed up as a pet detective. You never know. I could imagine it. And if I was down there, I'd be skipping around with a box on my shoulder all day long, probably thinking, oh, I'm a pet detective, just, looking for Miami things to do. Dolphins, greatness, chasing 72 and 3. We'll probably get the 73 year this year, win the Super Bowl, go ahead and win all games with Tua. He'll be healthy. And, we'll probably stack the O-line next year. I'm already thinking Super Bowl with another Super Bowl. This team is unlimited. Russ really thought he was unlimited, but I think it's Tua. What do you think, Leroy?
I think it's Tua,
Yeah.
Tyreek, and Waddle. And
That's
Mostert.
unlimited. Unlimited.
Yep.
So there's a lot of Mostert haters out there, and an interesting thing, he's got 8 yards average on that last game. 8 yard per
8.8.
carry.
8
Hey, if I can put a quick caveat in here, I love Raheem Mostert because he went to my favorite university, and that's Purdue, and I fucking love that he's being successful in the NFL. That's all I need to say.
He's so fun
Love
to
it.
watch. I'm so happy
Yeah.
the Dolphins ended up snagging him, because I was crazy about him when I'd watch him with the 49ers not even do a football move. It was just like, I'm just going to run around you, and I'm not even going to do a football move. In fact, I won't even act like you even exist.
Yeah.
And just run around him.
Yeah.
The
When he
moves
was at Purdue, he was a kick returning monster. Like that guy would
I
just
bet.
if he found a lane, he was gone. Like that's why he was drafted, because of that speed and that breakaway. That is just so
Yeah.
good.
The crazy part is I keep seeing them throwing him back there at kick return, and I'm like, oof, please, no. And I'm like, I don't want him to get hurt. But you saying that kind of enforces, like, okay, yeah, maybe I should let this pan out.
Yeah.
Instead of being kind of upset that they have him out there. Because I've been nervous. They put him out there, and I'm like, oh, God, I don't want Raheem to get hurt at all. That's a risky business.
And Hill back there.
They'll put Hill back there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they will. I've seen that a few times.
I wonder if they've done any of the fake kick returns, like where a guy, he catches it, then he fakes like a handoff, and then might be able to find an open lane. I don't know if they've done that yet this year, but Mostert did that a lot at Purdue. Like he would fake a handoff, like to another player, and then he would break away for 50, 60 yards, something like that. I don't know if they've done that yet or not.
We haven't seen any of that. I don't think, Leroy, have you?
No, not really.
We haven't really seen much of that, but I wouldn't be surprised that that's up there.
Yeah. And a lot of kicks go out of bounds in this day's NFL, so it doesn't.
Yeah, it's hard.
You don't get to see that a lot of that. Yeah.
The Dolphins are a team.
But no, I love I love this Dolphins team because it gives me an excuse to watch a Dolphins game on CBS at 1:00. Like I actually they've got 3 studs on this offense. Maybe 4 if you count maybe Mostert, but They got three main studs on this team, and they're entertaining to watch. And that Buffalo game was proof of it. They're extremely fun to watch. And
Yeah, it feels like they're always in it, even when they're out of it now.
yeah.
I mean, their defense gets a lot of hate, but their defense keeps them in games too. Like they definitely help, and they're exciting. Like they make plays, dude.
They show up randomly. I'm kind of confused about our defense.
Call me a casual, but I'm not too familiar with the Dolphins defense. I'm not. Do they still have Byron Jones as a corner or safety, or is he gone?
Yeah,
he's still there.
They got him, but he's injured. He's been injured all season.
Okay. I just knew he was one of the bigger playmakers on defense. I just don't know who's on that line anymore because I know Cameron Wake's gone, and or is Wake's? I don't know, but I know
Xavier
a
Howard,
few.
the best cornerback in the league.
Yeah, Xavier Howard's pretty good.
See, I'm being too much of a
calls
casual.
him the best in the league, but I've seen him fuck up a decent amount where I'm like, oh, I don't know. But he's pretty damn good. He's really good. Xavier Howard is good. The defense is, man, it's sometimes I'm like, this is a really good defense. This could take us to the Super Bowl. And the other times I'm like, this is the worst defense in the league. How do they allow that shit?
We've been giving up long touchdowns.
And it's a lot because we're blitzing hard and like we're not getting the pressure.
So you're only dropping, you're dropping two and then just blitzing the rest, pretty much.
Oh, we've seen where it was we got 3, maybe 4 in coverage. Everyone else is coming in.
And so if the wide receiver breaks like one tackle, then
over.
He's gone.
Yeah. Because there's no, you always got a strong safety in the backfield, and it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, got to cover some ground.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. It's one of the most exciting times as a football fan I've ever had. Since the Dolphins have sucked so dang much, I've become more of a fantasy fan. I remember sometimes I'd be like, I kind of got my fantasy teams on the other team, not on the Dolphins. I'm like kind of hoping, our season's over anyway. Come on, fuck the Dolphins up. Let's go. Where now I'd be totally hating that, But it's like where it's kind of just completely flipped. Where it's like, man, now this season means everything. It's like, yo, we got to go. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the year. Like
it's go time.
You trade for Chubb. You trade for Wilson, and no one saw the Wilson thing.
Traded for Hill.
Wilson completes the team. He's a basher, which I wasn't much aware of. He's bashing people. He's coming through there and he's looking for people. Leroy and I were watching some tape on the running game that we had this last week, and it was so freaking impressive. Wilson come through there, smash a freaking DB in the backfield on 10-yard gain constantly.
Yeah, he keeps his feet turning.
And he's not looking to dodge. He was literally looking to break somebody and then run through them, which was great to see because Mostert's not doing that. Mm-hmm. Mostert's, he's not making them pay like that. He's making them pay in the fact that you can't catch me. I'm going home to the touchdown. It's like, Wilson brings that physicality that is so needed in the Dolphins squad, where we've been this finesse team, finesse, and then
Wilson is pretty finesse too.
Oh, finesse, yeah, he got finesse. He juked the shit out of that linebacker.
I guess
for that touchdown where Tyreek Hill celebrated with him before the touchdown. Oh. That was incredible.
Well, he clocked in for the 49ers at like 22 mile per hour. So he's not slow.
He's just as fast.
Yeah. He's almost as fast as Tyreek and Mostert.
Jesus. This is insane. The team is insane. It's fun. Sometimes it doesn't make sense to me. I'm like, I almost didn't see it coming. I really didn't see this coming. I saw it being a good team. I was like, man, we might make the playoffs with all the talent we got. But not this. No, this has been incredible and fun to watch. Every game is fun to watch. We didn't punt. Our punter had 0 punts, Isaac.
Yeah.
this
No
last
shit.
game.
0 punts in a game.
It was incredible. So the only time this has ever happened with that punter before was with his previous team, and it was with who, Leroy? Do you remember?
Drew Brees.
Drew Brees. That is, it just screams Tua, man. Tua, Drew Brees. And it's like all the connections everybody was making before he got into the league. This guy's like a Drew Brees. He's not like the the Lamars of the world, not these running types. He's so accurate. He's like Drew Brees. And his numbers show it. 75% accuracy in the last few games. And he's
a number 1 quarterback in a lot of categories.
when
And
he's
he
on
missed
third down,
3 games.
all on third down in the last few games, he's been in the 150s for quarterback rating. If you just count in third downs, he's been perfect. Third down is his thing. He's dominating the league. We haven't seen this happen. I think there was a stat I came across that. No, he's the first to do that for third downs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's the first to do that, to have those type of ratings on third downs for more than one game.
Mm-hmm.
And he's done it for 3 now. And he's probably had a few of those this year.
Yeah, no one has had the consecutive last 3 games that he's had ever in the NFL. Like with at least 300 passing yards and 3 touchdowns and no picks and like 69% completion rate.
Yeah, and he had
No
on third
quarterback
downs,
has
was
ever
it
done
75%? One of them was 75%. Anyway,
that. Yeah,
he's
one of
so
them was
incredible.
extremely good.
He's so incredible that the system's working. His accuracy is everything in this system. McDaniel's a freaking genius, and I'd never thought like we'd have this type of team. You can't even, as a fan, you just can't even hope for anything better. Just enjoy it while you can, Dolphin fans, if you're listening. This is a special time. If you're in Miami, go ahead and dress as a pet detective for me. That'd make my heart. And you guys post it down there, send it to me in the DMs. I'll cherish that moment. I might even print it off and post it up on the wall, on the fridge even. Yeah. So go ahead, dress as a pet detective. Let me know how that goes out there in Miami. Send me the pics, bro. But that's Dolphins and Colts wrap up for you. I hope you liked a little series we did here. We might do something like that going forward, considering we are a Dolphins and Colts league mostly. We got kind of everybody, really. We got Chiefs, fans,
Bears, Broncos, Raiders, Panthers,
Cowgirls,
Chiefs.
Well, thanks for joining us. Hit the like, subscribe, join us for some more content. Good luck in your fantasy teams, and win one for the boys. Peace.